Hi children, this is Prabhudas, social studies teacher. So I am going to teach the fourth lesson. Polar regions. Okay children, this is the today's topic, the polar region. Yes, the polar regions. Do you know where is the polar region? In the North Pole and South Pole. The pole regions is polar region. Okay, see here. Right? This is the pole. North Pole. This is an equator, 0 degrees latitude. Why I am drawing this? Because we have to know the location first, where the polar region lies. How is the polar region? It is a extreme cold. Why? Because the temperature is low, whereas minus below the 0 degrees. Okay, so there is a continuous fall of snow. Okay, fog, snow, continuous fall like rain, snow falls. We are receiving the rainfall. So the total accumulation of the snow and ice is freezing, and the entire continent is frozen. Earlier you studied in the 6th class which continent is frozen continent. Okay, so we can easily say that Antarctica and Arctic. Okay, now we are going to know about the polar region of the North Hemisphere. So, here is, it is a rainless, no rainfall, no water, but how the people can live there? Oh, it is a wonder. It is a coldest desert. So we have a hottest desert in a hot zone, in the temperate zone. Is it? Okay, and the western margins, there are many hot deserts are there. Likewise, in the polar region, so we have a cold deserts are there. So there should not be sunshine. Okay, so this is a cold region, that is a polar region. Right? So here is, what are the regions in the north? Most of the north polar region we are knowing from this lesson. So there is Siberia, Alaska, Canada, Greenland, okay, right? So the polar region is scattered of these countries, okay, Siberia, Alaska, Canada, Greenland, okay. So there is a northern polar regions covered with complete up to the Greenland, some of the margins of the Russia, okay. So this is covered completely with ice. So how the people living there, okay, sun will not shine, you cannot see the sunset, okay. Now the polar regions, you can see the map in the page number 41, okay. So likewise you can see that. So here is seasons in the, this is also called the cold region, also called tundra region. It's also called a tundra. This is called tundra. Seasons in tundra. Seasons in tundra. First, summer, okay, February, March, March to July, there is summer, sunshine, in some regions 1 hour, 2 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, sometimes 24 hours also. But no sunset, okay. So temperature is in the summer season is just about, yeah, temperature is very less, very less, okay. See that February, March in the beginning, it is continued maximum of 1 hour, 1.5 hour, then sets 2 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours, almost 3 months from May to July. The sun never sets, it shines all around the 24 hours, okay. So but sun does not rise overhead. So this is called sunrise but never sets. Sun horizon. That means sun and earth meet. It appears like sun and earth meet. This is called horizon. Sun can be seen in the midnight also. That is midnight sun in Norway. Okay, so likewise, this is almost May to July. 24 hours sunshine. Sun never sets. Okay? And at last, yeah. So even though 3 months summer, it is cold. It is comparatively less cold than the winter. This is the situation. Okay? And right. Next, almost next winter. November, December, January. These 3 months, sun completely disappear, complete dark, complete dark, severe So in this season, the people migrate to the coastal regions. Even birds, animals also leave this place. Oh, it is hard, which cannot be borne. Nobody can bear it. Okay? So that is why the people migrate to the coastal regions for their livelihood. So this is a condition. So this is a winter season. We cannot expect that. And life is difficult. So we can't find anything, no water, completely snow and ice falls, completely freeze. What can we do? And in this season, okay, we shall know in detail about the vegetation. Yeah. How is the vegetation? Vegetation in the polar region. Tundra vegetation. Okay? So you can imagine that how the vegetation will grow. There is no chance to grow the plants. Plants will die. So there is a little vegetation, that is mosses, lichens, okay, algae, little lichens. See here. Yeah, a little soil. Okay. This is called permafrost. Yeah. Right. Trees cannot grow because there is no water. Of course, there is a wetness. It won't melt. It is already frozen. It's very difficult for plants to penetrate their roots into the soil. So where some soil is remain, there can be grown such a small little vegetation grown in the tundra region. So this is a condition of the polar region, that is in tundra. Now coming to the people who are the living in that such a hazardous and a dangerous place and physical feature of the North Pole, that is in polar region. Okay, people. Who are living there? The people of Eskimos. Okay, so these kind of people are living there. There is a few settlements, few group of people. So they are like early men. The population size is very less density. They are living in the what you call ice caves. Okay, so they are making the ice their shelter. Okay, and their occupation. What? Hunting and fishing, including all together. There is no other activity, just food gathering. Through hunting and fishing. They will hunt the animals. Okay? Right? Okay. So, these people are scattered. In Greenland. You know where Greenland? Near the polar region, between the Arctic region and North America. Okay? Alaska. Siberia. Canada. They were scattered. They are living in different parts of the northern hemisphere up to the North America. Okay, North America continent. That is in Canada. Okay, so hardly they are up to more than 1 lakh in all places. Okay, and next one. Yeah, see here. The people are Eskimos, right? Most commonly accepted meaning is Eskimos is a snowshoe knitter. Eskimos means snowshoe knitters. Okay, so this kind of people are living. There are 3 kinds of tribes living in the polar region. Okay, so what there are 3 kinds of groups are there. One is Inuit, Yupik, 2 main groups, Inuit two main groups. One is, second is, these are the two tribes of the Eskimos. Okay, I already told their occupation is hunting and fishing. They are using that one tool, okay, made up of with bones, okay, harpoon and hose, spears they are using, okay. Even the fishes under the ice frozen layer, they are hunt, pick up the fish with the spears only, like this. So whatever the fish is there, that can be attached to the spear. Spear, you know, which is a long one, wooden stick. This is attached to the wooden stick to the one spear with the hole only, like this. That can be inserted into the hole. Okay, such a instruments they are using. So their languages, there are what are the languages spoken? They are spoken the three languages. One is Aleut, Yupik and Inupic. Yupik languages, Yupik, Aleut and Inupic. Aleut, Yupik and Inupic. Yupik, Aleut and I forgetting. Aleut, Yupik and Inupic. Right. These three languages spoken by the people. 2,000, 30,000, 22,000, 40,000. Okay, these people are scattered like these are the two groups and three languages. So the people are living in a groups like one place, 2,500. Second one, 5,000. 16,000. See here number 2,500, 22,500, and 30,000. Okay, and one more figure is 43,000. 43,000 in Greenland. 30,000 in Alaska. 22,500 in Canada. 2,000 in Siberia. This is a scattering of the Eskimos in different countries. Siberia, different regions. Canada. Like, see that Eskimos are scattered the people in Siberia 2500, 22,500 in Canada, 30,000 in Alaska, 43,000 in Greenland. So this is a scattering of the population. Okay, next, groups life. Groups life. See here. Right? Here we have to observe one wonderful thing, the people living together into group. So they are following and convening a meeting, discuss about the issue, and they are taking the common decision. If you observe the Eskimos, the activities is carried by the Eskimos like hunting. People used to hunt together, all together. First they will observe the surroundings and the way the animals are passing through. What are the footsteps in that area? Okay. Generally, all people, including the women, men and women, children, together hunt the food, just like the early men. Okay, there is no difference. There is no casteism. There is no barriers. There is no gender inequality. All together, men, women, children, together hunting. And they shared the food. Okay. And after processing that, the food is distributed equally. Whatever the remaining food, they will make the dip. Okay. Okay. So they will store in this the dips. Okay. So that can be sometimes animal used to smell it, and that food can be eaten. Okay. So this is wherever you see that there is a complete cold area. So easily, so the food will not perish and spoil. So such a way, even once imagine that. That is one of the fossil. So that also can help for the fragile fuels and other minerals. The decayed meat also have some nutrients which can help to the development of soil fertile. Okay, so they never destroy the environment. They simply how much they need for their food only. They'll gather the food through the hunting and fishing only. Rest of they never disturb and destroy it. So all together work together. All kind of people they into the group, and even big animals hunted by men. The small animals hunted by hunting until men hunting the big animals.